Right, today I'm going to be making a coin dish out of an elm blank here. The embellishment that I'm going to do is to make an inlaid piece of polished wire in the rim, possibly also burn a few dark lines. So off we go, true the thing up, put in a chuck mount. You'll notice here that I've actually put a broad foot on this that's slightly proud. This is to give the dish a good base, good broad base, so it's very stable. Okay. I've finished the outside now, profile, down to a really reasonably good finish. And what I've now got to do is cut a groove to lay in the wire. And I think I'm also going to cut another groove to take the wire as I burn a black line, so I'll have a gold line from the wire and then a black line below it. Before I cut the groove to lay in the wire, I'm actually going to wax this surface, and the reason for that is that if I wax the surface and then clear it off of wax, it's still leaving a residue. When I cut the groove and lay in the super glue won't absorb into the wood either side of where I'm gluing in the wire. If I didn't do that, then I'd have unsightly super glue stain lines. Okay, I'm going to try and work this wax in quite well to the surface. Okay, I'm now going to use the tip of my parting tool here on its side to create a groove for the wire. Have a test fit with the wire. Okay, and that fits in there quite nicely. Okay, as I start to glue this in, I don't want to get any glue right near the very tip, because I'd rather glue that tip in as I'm butting up the other tip to it. Otherwise I'll be trying to glue over glue. Now, so I'm going to come back sort of 3/4 of an inch, drop a little double glue in and place it into the groove. Okay. Okay, now that end's glued, I can just run around with the back of the blade of the knife and push the wire into the groove, and this will iron out all the little kinks in the wire and make it sit nice and flush. Okay, so that's laid nicely in the groove now, so now I can go around and glue it in. Right, we now make a judgment about where to cut this join here and mark a nick in the wire with the knife. Okay, we just need then to slide something under the wire, and that enables me to make a nice clean cut with a sharp knife. Okay, before we glue it down, needs to test that that sits flush, which it does. So one more application of the glue, and I can hold that end down while it sets. Just take a little bit of that excess off before I do. Right, fairly light touch there with the paper, and we've got a bright metal ring inlaid. Now I think that could do with taking down just slightly more, so that the surface of the wood is about halfway down the wire. So I'm actually going to back up the grit slightly and go back down to 320 to achieve that. Okay. I've gone back to 180 grit and sanded this more flush. You can't actually feel that wire anymore. I've then gone back down through the grits to 320, and we've got ourselves a reasonable finish. Right, I'm pleased with that inlaid ring now. So what I'm now going to do is cut a very smaller groove to hold in the wire to burn a black line just below that. I'm going to do that before I wax it. Taking a while to build up the heat, but it's getting there. As I wrap it round further, it'll get more and more friction and start to burn. I can feel it starting to drag now, and then off comes the smoke, and there we go. I've just got to let the wax dry now and buff it off, and then I shall take this inside and take some photos to put in the end of the video to give you a better idea of what it looks like close up. Okay, thanks for watching.